You know how we do it here on musicandlights.com, doing exclusive interviews with exclusive people. I've got Ralf next to me, and he's just going to elaborate and tell us more about why is he here in Tsakani, and tell us just a little bit more about where he comes from. So how are you, sir?
I'm excellent.
Right.
First of all, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, sir. So what's your real name? Is your real name Ralf?
Ralf is my real first name, but Gam is not my real surname. It started because I started when I started playing, which is now more than 20 years ago. I started playing on a party which was called Gam Party. I never found out why they called it party like that, but then people started referring me to Gam, and as I was looking for a name anyway, I thought, okay, let me just put that behind my first name.
And take us back to the first time you played, you know, like the first time you had a huge audience. How was that?
I think the first times you play, you never have like a huge audience, you know. I guess the real first times I played was at school, like those parties were organized by the school, playing for other people from the school. My first club gig actually was in 1990. It was a club in my hometown which is called Würzburg in Germany. Was actually a big club, but it had different floors, and I was playing on the smaller floor just because for the reason it was a more uncommercial floor, and I always tended to do not the commercial side of music.
Okay, many of our South African artists have a tendency of going overseas, you know, but why did you decide that you want to stay here in South Africa? Because in fact you're kind of like family now, so why South Africa?
A combination of a lot of reasons. Obviously, the amazing house scene is a big part of the decision. I think there's no other country where you have such a big house scene worldwide at the moment. But that alone wouldn't have made me move. I found very good friends in the country. The weather is much better than in Germany. I find people more friendly than in Europe. So you already have a lot of reasons. Those combined made me move.
Okay, there's many different kind of genres of house music. You know, you've got the electro and everything. Why did you decide to do the kind of genre that you're doing?
Actually, I feel I didn't decide, but the genre was calling me. It's just the music I feel. It wasn't a business decision or whatever. It's just the music I like. Doing it since a long time, and step by step grew into it and maybe became a bit more successful with it, but I never would have left it no matter what would have happened.
Okay, are you cooking something for us this year in the lab, in the music lab? Is there something that we can expect?
To be honest, the last year was so hectic for me, and I became father. So I have a little beautiful daughter now. And it didn't leave me too much time for studio. I just managed the last weeks to go back to studio, working on some ideas. But I think I want to collect them to drop an album probably next year. I doubt this year I will have something real new, but I will have some more singles taken off my current album. The next one will be Never, which is actually the title song of the album, and I'm quite proud that Louis Vega and Elements of Life remixed that one. So yeah, that will drop probably in September.
And with your traveling, you travel quite a lot. How do you juggle that, being a new dad as you are, as you said, and traveling so much? How do you juggle the two?
I reduced it a bit since I got father, to be honest. Don't take that many gigs overseas currently. I did 2 in May in the UK just because I couldn't say no. It's high profile events, so I had to say yes. But except for this, I mainly play in South Africa at the moment, just for the reason I don't want to miss like the first months of my daughter.
That's true. Okay, who's your favorite DJ? Don't say Picat because you're around here. Who's your favorite South African DJ?
Picat. I always find it difficult to reduce it to one because there are a lot of great DJs in the country, a lot of talent in the country. When I look at the legends or established ones, it still would be Christos, Vinny and China, who are my favorites. But then you have a whole lot of upcoming young talent that's amazing too. So yeah.
Okay, and then what have you learned here from South African music that you don't have in Germany? What is the one thing that we have taught you?
You have taught me to keep on, because finally I found a country where my music is really received by a larger amount of people. In other countries you find small scenes and a few, let me call them house heads or house freaks who might appreciate it. And if you do it professional as I do, obviously you need to make a living out of it. And finally I found the place where I'm really able to do so. So you taught me to keep on and to keep it soulful, because people in this country have soul.
Oh, yes, we do. Okay, not keeping you waiting, because I know you have to go and play. So why are you here in Tsakani tonight? What's happening? What are we celebrating?
We are celebrating actually Picat's and my birthday together. I'm on a birthday tour the whole weekend. Started yesterday at Chaguma in Midrand. Today joined forces with Picat because it's his home, his hood, so it made sense to do it together.
Okay, so what can we expect tonight? Because I want to dance. I want to take off my heels and dance. So you're going to put on something new into your set, or you're going to play the other old tracks that you've been playing?
Now, I always try to play something new. And obviously, birthday parties are something special, so you want to give something special to the people. So I definitely try to.
All right. Okay, well, you heard it from him, the man himself, Ralf. He's actually South African now, not Germany. This is how we do it, doing exclusive interviews with exclusive people.